figured that I could get back to work. I have nothing else I have to do right now. So it's like I should get back to my art. I did get the paint for anyone who watched the other video. So I got these. These are all pearls. So I thought these were cute. So excited. But then I got this. I know it's starting off as a haul video. I got these because I don't have these. I'm looking around my art room now and I don't have like, I feel like I have some of these, but not like the whole set like this. So these are like really cute neon paints. And then I don't know why we ended up getting flocking. I don't look, I figured there's, I'll find a use for it. Hey y'all. Yes, acrylic paint. And yeah, my receipt, because I know y'all like, dang, yeah, I got more than that, but that's what's relevant for this. I always paint with acrylic paint, but now I'm excited because there was a few touches on her face I couldn't quite get right because I didn't have the color for it. Big projects. Not really. Just why is it so hard to open? Just a lot of looking and thinking thinking in the future. It's gonna be rainy here for the next couple of days. I don't have a whole lot I have to do. I do have some stuff I should be doing right now that I'm just not gonna do right now. But I was just thinking to myself, it would be really nice to get some metallic paint because that would be a nice touch to my picture. And then I got there and they had several different sets, and I'm like, wow, these are awesome. Oh, you have big projects. Oh, what kind of projects do you have coming up? Oh my gosh, I just got paint on my hand. Okay. Hey y'all. Am I gonna do some rain painting by the window? I mean, you know it is gonna be rainy here, but no, I can see out my window. I'm just gonna paint right here on my carpet. This is kind of the spot for this particular picture. A little bit of a creature of habit. So like once I get in the groove somewhere, that's where I want to keep going. Same thing with like people and stuff like, I don't know. I am until I'm not, but so now we're just adding in the details of the lip, which this is actually working quite nicely. I don't know if the camera is going to pick up what I'm doing right now, but oh, okay, just asking. No worries. Thanks for asking. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for subscribing and thanks for watching because it definitely all matters. I was laughing in my head one time because this guy asked me, he was like, what do you do on your YouTube? And I'm like, I talk, I sing, I paint. And he was like, what else do you do? I'm like, cook, a vlog. He's like, no, so you don't really be moving around and having music in the background and stuff. I'm like, nah, nope. And so then he was like, well, do you think people want to watch that? And I'm like, yep, it works for me. 908 people later, it works for me. So I feel like so many people are overstimulated. So to have somewhere where they actually feel more calm or relaxed and someone normalizing just kind of being chill is a vibe. Yeah, same thing from earlier, just cleaning the brush and taking that last little bit of paint and smudging it on the lid, which actually gave it a really nice ombre look. I can't stand, oh, you can't stand the music channels where everybody's all loud and pop, pop, pop. Yeah, I get sensory overload sometimes, so I can't deal with the I mean, I can, like, when I go to concerts and stuff, but it's kinda like my brain has primed me for that experience, but I don't really care for, like, just a bunch of loud that I wasn't expecting. So, you might as well subscribe, so don't most time on mine, you're not gonna get that unless I'm at a concert or something. So this actually worked out really good. The first color we added is perfect. And I didn't even have to waste a bunch of paint. I just used what was from the top. See? Cool. Okay. Now her eyes got kind of creepy while I was doing all that extra earlier. Let's see if I can clean a little bit more of this red out. Okay, that looks nice. Tone down the gums a little bit, which that just did remarkably well. So I know you're probably like, what in the world? So I'm gonna add some teeth. I haven't done teeth in years. So I'm kind of like, ooh, let's see how this goes. But for now, we're gonna work in her eyes. I'm wondering if I should have got that other paint, but this is the one I've been using for that part. So we're gonna start with the sclera first with this white, which I probably need to let dry. I don't know, that part looks wonky, and so I need to figure out how I want to fix that. And I know I grabbed the white, so I don't know why it's acting so translucent. There we go. And again, this is why I end up doing that black line on her lid a million times over. Because I don't want it pure white. I do just need it white enough to balance out. Into the Gray. Watched it last night at the theater. It was really good. I didn't expect it to be good, but I was intrigued because it's like, why is the cast so pretty? And then it ended up being a great movie. And then also, The Sheep Detectives was good. The good comedy. Well, not really a comedy, kind of mystery thriller. It was kid friendly for those who have to bring a kiddo. Zoe ended up getting an award for AV Honor Roll, so that was amazing. uh, thank you. See, it's pretty stuff. So yeah, now I'm just trying to figure out. I feel like I don't know. Ah, yeah, I'm on socks this time. I had my feet out earlier. It's like I had my feet all in the camera. But somebody was like, "Why do you have on socks now?" Because I had on tennis shoes. Yeah, now I'm just touching up some more of the sclera, and then I'll add shape back to that. Also trying to smudge back towards the white so it's less to have to fix on that part. I just don't know if I want the iris to be the way it is or not. That's the only problem. Because I feel like maybe this is the part that's too wide. Yeah, actually, that was the part that was too wide. He said, congratulations. Yeah, thank you. I was very proud of her for that. She worked really hard for that. She's definitely doing better in school, and that makes me happy. My parenting choice on that was just to not worry about it. I'll let her dad have the drama of it all, and I just let my house be the artistic house, which he paints over there too with her, but it actually worked out. Everything she was already dealing with, she just didn't need any more pressure. I feel like as parents, sometimes we put too much pressure on our children, and now I'm just at the point of parenting where I'm just like, well, I'm gonna let you be great, whatever that means to you, just like I do with everybody else. And I find that to be the best thing for me. Is it the right thing? I don't know. Especially in these environments. Yeah, definitely. So I feel like kids have enough pressure with trying to be liked and understood and school pressures. They don't need to have their grades be something else, especially when a lot of the stuff doesn't even really matter in real life. There's so many things I learned in high school that I would never use and have yet to ever use. And then there's some things I've learned as an adult that I feel like I could have used if it was available to me. Yeah, my picture just needed me to go take a trip to the art store because this is so much easier. And there's sometimes you just can't create on your own. Yeah, this is that red I just bought. So that's what the lips look like now that I added that red on there. You see the difference? So nice, right? I don't really like this part, but I feel like a little pop in between the two colors. Told y'all, my eyes is always changing colors. The eyes and the hair change the most. It's a nice paint. So that's what, as it dries, yeah, yes, more details than a couple of days ago. It's a lot more details. She's changed a lot. Like if you go back through the videos and you start looking, you're like, man, she's changed so much. Like her eyebrows disappeared, her eyelashes disappeared, but the finer details like the marionette lines and the nostrils, like those are staying. The head shape became more concise. Yeah, a lot of little touches. Thanks for noticing. But yeah, I just needed to. Sometimes you just gotta walk away. Yes, I know you said it to me, but if you're watching. I'm giving you credit in my head. And here's the thing, too. A lot of times people assume that I'm hypercritical as if I'm judging myself, not realizing it's not that I'm judging myself in my art. I just know I can do better. I've done better. And it's just one of those things when you stop practicing with your art, when you stop practicing your music, when you stop practicing languages, you literally forget it. And I'm just tired of forgetting what I learned. So now I'm just going to focus on smudges down here. I'm just going to focus on learning as much as I can. He said, right, Uncle Jukebox. Uncle Jukebox, do you actually sing or play any music or anything? That's a cool name, by the way. Very memorable. And also, my favorite question: do I actually met you in real life? Because I know a lot of my subscribers are people who have met me in life. So now we're just gonna trace out the under eye first, which is gonna probably end up turning into another line as I do the waterline over because it got ate up. Yeah, that one's too thick. So I might as well just go ahead and do the same thing on this one so that way when I change it later, it's the same. Music, art on my other real channel. Actually, I seen you before years ago. Oh, okay. Where did we meet years ago? Do you want to put your channel in the comments? Just in case somebody's interested. Just hit this live. That's one of the things I was telling people too. Like most of the people who subscribe to my channel are people who actually met me. So I think that's always super cool. So now we're just going to add just a touch of shadow to the gum line. Because in real life, like this is always going to be your brightest part and then it's going to be darker. So that's why we added that shadow into the gum. I don't know if y'all can see that. Now we didn't meet in public. I came across your channel when you first started. Oh, that definitely still counts. Thank you for staying. Definitely still counts. Oh, maybe when YouTube starts paying me and giving me bonuses for travel, maybe I'll get to meet you. All right, got a couple places, couple countries I gotta go to, which I haven't seen some of my other regulars in a long time. I'm surprised. So that's another reason why I'm trying to start doing more lives again. This is just black. But yeah, thank you for sticking around. In my head, I hear the Golden Girl song. Thank you for being a friend. Do 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 do. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. Do 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 do. And if we threw a party, we invite everyone we knew. You would see the biggest gift be from me, and the card attached would Thank you for being a friend. Yeah, see, it's not dry, so now it's starting to smudge. We don't want that. See if I can do it on the other one. I think it's still too wet over there too, so it's counterintuitive to try. Okay, so. Mhm, 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 mhm. But like, hello. You're good, very good. Thank you. Hi. I had never seen your name before, Holly. How are you? Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing if you did. We're working on getting to 1,000. And I realized we're gonna shift the paradigm on people's expectations that people do like creators that are quieter. Yes, it is Storm in the back. So I painted her. Still not done with her. Oh my gosh, this camera is dirty. Sorry, y'all. See if I can clean this without getting paint all over my shirt. Okay, is that better? So yeah, this is Storm. Ugh, still not done, but so you can kind of. This one's been a few years in the workings. Luckily, I own my house, so I can work slower as long as I want. But yeah, I did that too. Oh no, there's white paint on her forehead. Mm, mm. It's okay. Where'd it come from? Form. It's okay. I can fix that. I can handle it. Thank you. You said so cool. Yeah, this is my art room, so I like to do my art right in here. This is acrylic paint. Yes, I have a million paint brushes. Most of them are downstairs from where I washed them. Yeah, it needed that. Yeah, her eyes are looking real wonky right now. I'm gonna have to fix it, but I need to let it dry so it doesn't smudge. I used to coffee on my painting long ago. It's a good source of brown. That's a cool way to do it. Does it crack or anything over time though? Like what's the longevity of the brown? I could see how that could work for watercolors, but does that work with acrylic and stuff too? Definitely have to try that one day. We're gonna pivot. Oh, you used it as a start off. Oh, okay. I could see that. Yeah, I actually have a picture that I did with one color with acrylic paint, all brown. And I feel like in my head, when you tell me that you used coffee to paint, it would actually have this effect, which this is not. I didn't do this on painting paper. I did it on regular painting, which paper, which was why it's curled up. But it's just like water down acrylic paint, all one color. But I feel like painting with coffee would give it like this kind of effect. Is that similar to what the coffee did? Yeah, like paint. Yeah, exactly. So now we're just gonna add a little highlight here, which I feel like I know that thought drifted off. I feel like I'm trying to figure out the space for the eyebrows itself because I keep redoing that part because I don't like the way it's turning out and I don't know what I don't like. It didn't feel right. So I guess the way you do one thing is the way you do all things. For real, because even in art, if it's something I don't like, I'm just like, I can make this better. Yeah, that's me correcting that white spot that jumped on there. Now I'm correcting, just doing swirls. And I know she's had so many hairline changes, it's cray cray. Actually, I like the idea of her having a slight widow's peak though. I actually like the way that looks. It's gonna change as it dries, but the heat from your body, if you have warm hands, it actually makes it dry faster. So if you have, and then if you swirl it, it gives it more like a skin look. I'm not sure if you should touch acrylic paint. I'm gonna say don't. I'm sure there's somebody on here that would be like, oh, that's not good for your skin, blah, blah, blah. So I'm gonna say don't be like me, unless you just want to. Yeah, that fixed it. See where we cleaned it up? Got all those little white spots and stuff off the forehead. But now I feel like I'll figure this part out later, but let's just push some of this back too. And on that part, it's just so thick with the paint and stuff, so I'm just gonna dab it, which is gonna create a little bit of space right there. And if I don't like it, I can always put her hair back over there, but for now it's fine. Dokie. Oh yeah, I need to put a little bit of this in her chin too. Not her chin, her throat. So yeah, today was an exercise in co-parenting. Oh crap, I forgot to send Zoe's dad her picture. He had a really pretty picture of his girlfriend on his phone. I was like, oh, I want to be somebody's screensaver. That's so sweet. But then I thought about it, I'm probably already somebody's screensaver, just don't know it. Hey, hey, Noel. What does it say? Noella. Hey, how are you? Thanks for commenting. I feel like you're new to the channel. I might have to put the hair back over that one little spot because I feel like I liked it better when it had a deeper. Now her makeup looks one-sided. Yeah, so what's going on with everybody? Where y'all from? Because analytics doesn't really do a detailed where everybody's from. It just gives me the major countries, but not like only if there's so many people from there. Not really the cities. I really like her jawline now. That's pretty cool. Okay, I like your neck. I like your nose. The nose is really good now too. Okay. You're in the States? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm in Nashville. I know you're like, Markette, what songs in your head? Hello My Baby. Like that song. Hello my baby, hello my honey, hello my ragtime gal. Send me. So this is off right here. And I don't know how it's off, but it's still off. I think I just did that. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. If you confuse me, honey, you'll lose me. Then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me I'm your own. So we are going to put the hair back right here. I think this is what was bothering me. It's still off. Oh, Virginia? Cool. I used to live in DC, District of Columbia. So I've been to Virginia a bunch of times. Just to hang out in Virginia for fun. Mm, 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 and it's funny because I'm using a mix of gloss, semi-gloss, and matte paints, and it's giving it so many different textures and layers. Even when creating the browns, I was using like different stock, like different types of paint, including like some pearlized paints and some that were just matte together, and it gave it like this cool texture. Oh, you a multi-state like me, LOL. Yeah, well, used to be. I've lived in a lot of different states in America. I've visited even more. But now I'm pretty settled in Tennessee for the next few, few years, unless God changes it. But yep, been to a lot of places in a couple of countries, a lot of states. Love travel. And I know it's getting her hair's getting back dark. I don't know if I'm gonna add more light or not. It always changes. You got an idea? Or is that a sun? Oh, that's a sun emoji. I was actually recently gifted an easel, which I thought was a really cool gift. It's sitting next to me right now. Should at least see what it looks like out. Sometimes out of sight is out of mind. Sometimes just not having something open is still out of mind. But as y'all can see, at least with this picture, oh, there's assembly required. Ooh, okay, I will. Not right now. Yeah, I was trying to see if I could just put it together, but it actually requires a little bit of assembly, so we will put it together, just not right now. But I really love it. Very thoughtful gift. You said star quality. Thank you. So now we're just toning her hair down darker. We're just adding those blacks. I'll add other color into that later. Just try not to smudge. Okay, let's try now. See if we can backtrack into her eyes. It's so reckless jumping around like I do. I know. Some of y'all could probably paint in a straight line. Everything that I do is kind of all over the place until it looks right. But it's okay. That is the rhythm. So yeah, the pupil, I like that now, but now the pupil is off center. Got her eye looking wonky. Don't worry, I'm gonna fix that too. I wonder why it looks so translucent. I think what happened is when I first started using this paint, I wasn't shaking it, and so most of the glosser settled in it, and now I'm getting more of the glossy bottom than the actual paint. So now the black is more translucent, which I have another bottle. I have a few other bottles over there and I can definitely just fix that, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. So yeah, I decided to go deeper with the pupil. So a bigger pupil, when you see somebody's pupil and it looks like really big, it's like, oh, I'm in love, or oh, it's a dark room. It could be either way. But we're gonna start off with the pupil bigger. And right now, I'm really just using her as a way to. I am actively working on fixing her, but really it's just more so a fix and a remembrance. I went from being more so into art to working on music to being more of abstract. So I ended up painting a galaxy in my bedroom on the ceiling. Like I said, they're either gonna love or hate my house. I don't care either way. No me problema. But now I am gonna have a stopping point with this picture eventually, but I would rather kind of bring that muscle memory back on one picture than to have to start all over with a new one. But I really like how a lot of her features are starting to come together. There have been some edits that I preferred better than other. It was a moon room. Oh, I thought it was like a moon room. No, it's a galaxy. Like literally. Oh, whoa. Okay. Like, no. Galaxy. See? Galaxy. Hopefully I didn't make y'all dizzy. Thank you. You said, ooh, that's hot. Yeah, I love that room. It's so soothing. It came to me. I don't know. I just had this feeling that I'm supposed to turn a room into a galaxy. And so that's what I did. And it became just a very peaceful place for me. It's like whenever I want to meditate or reflect or just be, I go in there and it's great. So back in the day, the way her eyes are now, that would have been done to me. But now I know I need more details. Question: what inspired you to draw the current picture, if you don't mind? I I get these feelings that I'm supposed to do it. So it's more so like scratching an itch. So it's like I know that I'm supposed to draw a person. I don't know who they are. I don't know anything about them. I just get the urge to paint them. And sometimes when I finish, I end up meeting people that look like them. Sometimes I end up coming across something that kind of reminds me of them later. Sometimes years later. I don't know. But it's like, it's almost like a compulsion. It's like at first I'll think I just want to paint, but then it's like I have to keep going until it feels right. And once it feels right, then I'm done, and then I put my name on it and I walk away. And then I'll start the next compulsion. But I didn't really have I don't know. Like even while looking at her, it's like I could see some spots are just slightly off or whatever, but it's just like you're overthinking it, Marquette. Leave it alone. Something is just perfectionism. Some things are actually wrong, and then some things are just me being my own harshest critic. But then sometimes it's just me being like, girl, yes, you can make that better. And then you make it better. And then I'm just like, woo, look what you did, yas. That's what you were singing in your head. So I never know. It's never from a place of malice or self judgment or self deprecation. It's just, it's like, okay, how can I explain this? Okay, so it's like, have you ever, so a manifestation of future people or events. Sometimes I would say yes, definitely. I've had lots of those moments in my life, especially with I've manifested meeting a lot of celebrities. I manifested a lot of things in my house, including getting to keep my house during my divorce. Now, did I take the right steps? I was told the right step, and then I chose to go against that feeling because I was listening to other people, and then I regretted going against my initial thought that I had when I first woke up from my dream. But I kept the the baseline of I'm going to keep it. But yeah, I manifest a lot of things in my life. I realized that your ability to bring the thing that you desire into your world is by being calm, being relaxed, being at peace, not wanting, but just allowing. Because you have to feel the feeling of thing you desire as if you already have it. Just like the next thing I'm actively manifesting is 1,000 subscribers, which is not a huge feat to some people, but most people who have ever tried to grow their YouTube channel will tell you that it is not easy to have 1,000 people watch you on anything. So whenever you do it, it's like, oh, what did you say? Would you consider teaching an art class? Yeah, I've actually have hosted a paint and sip before. I've I've taught a lot of stuff in my life. Yeah, it's not an issue. I don't mind teaching stuff. I Yeah, for the right amount of money, I would do it. Yes. The answer to that is yes. Back to the other question as far as manifestation, we you feel the feeling as if it's already happened, and then you just take the steps toward the thing you've already desired because you're thinking as if you're the version of you that already has it. So you have to basically say, I am grateful for this thing. I'm grateful for this opportunity. I'm grateful for being able to move in this way. And then you take small steps toward it and then you end up having it. So, for instance, you could say, I'm grateful for being in shape. But now that you're saying you're grateful for being in shapes, now you have to move as if you're that person that's already in shape. You have to sleep. You have to drink water. You have to say no to alcohol. You have to do some form of physical fitness daily. You have to eat meat. I wasn't careful. You wasn't careful with what? Uncle Jukebox. And see what else. So as you take the steps towards your desire while already feeling the feeling of peace for having it, then you are becoming energetically aligned with whatever you desire. I don't know if that's confusing or if that was a clear enough explanation. Also, gratitude. So, telling God thank you for everything in your life and actually feeling gratitude is part of manifestation. So, when you are grateful, you're not in lack. So, you have to just be grateful for all things. Everything is a blessing. And I know I used to be like, oh, everything's either a blessing or a lesson. No, it's all a blessing. We just don't I always see it in the moment. Yeah, that little bit of pull. Okay, y'all got any other questions? I don't within reason, like keep it clean. I do have some kids that pop up on my channel, but if you have any other questions or something, let's hear it. I kind of want to just dive into her mouth and work on that. I'm supposed to be doing a tattoo later today. I don't know if I've never gone live doing a tattoo, but it's because I don't want to be distracted. I feel like that's the type of thing you should focus fully on the person when you're working. Maybe I'll take pictures of the steps and then make it make it a theme. Can I get your autograph? Um, I'm sure if you ever see me, sure. I don't know how I could get it to you now. I guess technically you could DM me your address on Instagram at Markette_official, and I could write something to you and mail it to you. I don't think that's doing too much. Okay, this is why I got the white out because we're supposed to be working on teeth. Oh my gosh. Let's see if we can get this right. These teeth are a little bit small, look kind of like chiclets. That's kind of like manifestation. I love the way this is coming together. So you see how her teeth are kind of translucent and kind of there, but you know they're going to be there if you focus on repeating the steps that you've been taking. It's like manifestation. You get glimpses of the thing that you desire. And sometimes with your doubt, you'll stop and then it'll go away. But then if you keep believing, it it shows more and then it becomes visible and right. See? You say yes, you see. Okay. And now that we kind of got an outline of her teeth, we're going to add a little bit more white. And then we're going to go back over it. Actually, I'm going to touch up this little spot first. Which right around her outline, I need to do like little dots too, which is going to create a more realistic. Her teeth are. Yeah, I'm going to have to fix some of those. You just keep taking those steps over and over again, and then eventually you'll wake up and it's like you'll have the thing you desired. But you can't say I want. You have to believe it's already yours and it's on its way. I don't know why that dog is barking so much today. Usually, I don't know if it always barks that much or if I'm just normally tuning it out. I'm probably tuning it out from audiobooks normally. See, now she has a smile. The gum line is still kind of there. It's just not prominent anymore. You said the teeth have attitude now. Yeah. Um, Definitely not the my ideal paintbrush for this, but for the space, I don't really have as much space as I like to have for that particular thing. I have I need to just start getting all my brushes together so I really can do more with it. But it's pretty good considering it's been so long since I did it. But thank you. So one signature thing about my pictures is that you can feel them. So with most of my paintings and stuff, even if you couldn't like see them, if you could touch them, you one of the things that most people love is just the fact that my art is like you can touch it and get all that feeling from it, from the different textures and stuff and where I built it up. Hmm. I don't like her teeth. I'm trying to figure out how I can fix it, but I need to let it dry first so I don't smudge it. Oh, that's actually better. Do you have the multi-brush set? Yeah. I have at least 200 paintbrushes, not even exaggerating. So many packs that have yet to be opened. But the thing is I try different brushes all the time, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this brush. And then if I love it, I'll buy like a bunch of them. I had this really good paint set a long time ago. Paintbrush that's the one that came like the fabric and it's like rolled up. It's probably in here somewhere. Um, Let me look for it. 'Cause that one definitely would help right now for some of the finer details. So here's some of my art stuff in this room of art. This is why I dedicated a whole room to it. It was like, good Lord, child, how many brushes and stuff? And then my teenager has brought some of her stuff in here too. So it's like a storage room slash paintbrush room past slash whatever room. This is the brush I needed. I think that's the right one. But yeah, I have a set somewhere. I think it's in my bonus room because in my bonus room I also have a bunch of art supplies too. But yeah, you can never have too many art supplies. Don't let anybody tell you different. Yeah. Thousands of dollars have been spent in this room, but it'll pay off one day when I start selling my art. So no worries. Okay, let's add her gums back. I like this color. This is like the color that's kind of in her hair and her eyes. I feel like I should put a touch of brown in there too, but let's just see what this does for now. So we're gonna, ooh, that's too much paint. Wipe some of that paint off first of all. And I'm just gonna add my natural gum line is not this color, so for me, I would have added more of a brown color, but which I'll probably end up toning it with another color, but ah, there we go. And I won't be held responsible. She fell in love in the first place. Yeah, I won't be held responsible. Yeah, me. All right, so there's a gum now. See what I mean? He said, great, great. All right, back to the lip. I don't have a lot of this color, so I'm gonna try not to waste it. Okay, that's more than enough. So this color's not even dark enough for what I needed to do. So we'll use it more about a subtle highlight. And it just blurred on her bottom lip, so or on her top lip, it just created kind of like a blur. It's not the right color. Now we're gonna add more red. I feel like the red needs like a little bit of black just to give it more contrast right here, but let's see what this does by itself. It gets darker as it dries too. Acrylic paint, I always know that no matter what color you get, it's gonna get darker as it dries. And with her lips, I did a black, almost like a black undertone on it. So that's creating that difference too. Yeah, I don't have to be quiet. We can talk if I want to. Yeah, I like the gum color. That's cute. Um, definitely need to let it dry. And then I can hit it with um that little bit. Yeah, it looks so much better now. She looks so much better now. She actually looks happy now. So are you starting to feel like yourself now? Okay, good. Yeah, I think she's starting to feel more like herself now. I think everyone is observing the artistry. Oh, cool. No worries. Yeah, I get lost in art a lot of the time. I don't like ha funny laugh, but I laugh. Whoa, when people are like, "What did you do today?" and I'm like, "I painted a picture," and they're like, "Did you go live?" and I'm like, "No," and they're like, "Well, why would you paint by yourself?" I'm like, "Cause I wanted to not be distracted." And when I say stuff like that, people tend to get weird about it. But sometimes when I'm working through feeling the feelings that I need to in order to get the picture to have a certain look or feeling about it, it's easier when I'm not distracted. And I'm not always distracted by being live, but sometimes I just need to give all my energy to the art. So that's why you said in a good way. You talked to the painting. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I talk to everything. Everything is energy. I talk to the plants. I talk to like my space before I decorate it. And a lot of the times, like when you really feel that feeling that it's desiring, it basically will tell you what it's supposed to be. And yes, I'm saying this live to whoever's watching, to the universe. Yes, you have to be open to the ideas. You have to be, it's like, even when songs, like when I'm working on my guitar, I get this sound in my head. Like, I know for visually missing you, there's no riff that goes like transition. Of course, it goes dun 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 dun. Da, 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 da. But then it jumps back to da 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 da. That's not part of that song, but the way that that chord popped into my head, it was from me playing the song, and I know that's not part of that song, but that's still relevant and it's still supposed to be a part of some song. So whenever I'm practicing that particular song, I will always make sure that I incorporate it so that when it gets I finally finish learning that song, I can jump into whatever that song is. And it's all facets of art and life and everything. Like I have my brain is so active and it's constantly like inspiration, inspiration, inspiration. Like I stay in this flow state, and that seems it could be weird to someone, but it's because of my heart posture. And when I stay in a place of peace, in a place of flow, uh I can't remember what wavelength it's on as far as that to be able to be in flux like that, but it's one of those type of things that when you do it so much, it's like building a muscle, and then it just keeps coming. And the more you're receptive to the ideas, the more you're receptive to the thoughts, the speeches, the chords, the songs, the everything, the more you say yes, I hear it, yes, I'm gonna share it, yes, I'm gonna do it, the more you get. Just like it's compounding interest. It's just even with money in anything, when you appreciate and you use it like you're supposed to, you get more. Improv, improv is one of the best draws of the artist. Yeah, definitely. Like all my videos, like especially the ones where I'm talking for like 22 minutes straight, there's no script. I don't know what I'm gonna say until after I say it. Even with art, I'm not looking at anything but the camera. I don't know what I'm about to do until I do it, and I'm like, "Ooh, okay, I see where this is going." And then sometimes I'm just like, we're gonna figure this out together because I have no idea. But it's fun because I don't know what's gonna happen until it happens, and it's cool because it's just coming from wherever it's supposed to come from, and I'm just gonna let it land. I feel like if more people were open to the feeling of whatever that is, they would be happier. You say you can't fake authenticity exactly because to someone I'm sounding super smart, super like whatever. And just somebody else I sound like a crazy lady. But I'm cool with that. I don't have a I don't have an agenda. I don't care who likes or dislikes me. And to anyone who's like, "Oh, she's so weird." Okay. What's your point? I've been weird my whole life. This is not new to me. I stopped caring about what people thought about me a long time ago. Although sometimes it's fun to hear people's opinions. But I also always tell people, like, I'm kind, but I'm not nice. And opinions are like buttholes. Everyone has them and they all use them. Some people use them differently than others, but it's none of my business. I know that's. You said I'm crazy good. Cool. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Is that already there? I don't want to waste it. Oh, there's already plenty. See, waste not, want not. Now we can go in back into the detail of her teeth. And then on the back teeth, you don't want to make the whole thing like white because it's not natural looking. It'll look like chiclets. So you want the bottom of the teeth to have more color than the top. Even though on the front ones, they all kind of have a lot of color. So I probably should add just a touch of black into the white after I get done with this. Or maybe even like a touch of yellow just to kind of tone it to how most people's teeth are. But the two front ones should definitely be white. Even though it's not turning white. Okay, I need to let that dry. You said we'll put some yellow. Maybe not, cause see, I don't think I have a lot of yellow in my teeth. See, so looking at my teeth, I think she all right. Yeah, her teeth are just kind of like my teeth. It's fine. And for anyone who's like, well, how do you get your teeth so white? I switch with peroxide, the 5% peroxide. I switch with it. The dentist will highly recommend that you know that you do half water. I do it straight, but I would recommend that you do it like maybe 2 parts peroxide, 1 part water, or half and half. Swish with it first, spit it out. Take some baking soda. That I take baking soda with a little bit of. You painted your Miss Marquette. You painted you Miss Marquette. Oh, this looks like me. Okay, cool. I'll take that. Yeah, she does look like me. I could see that with the wig on. But yeah, what was I about to say? Yeah, so brushing your teeth. I do that, and then baking soda with a little bit of essential peppermint oil. I brush my teeth with that, and then I brush it with toothpaste. Then I switch with water, and then I'm done. Usually takes about 10 minutes at a time. Mm, 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 mm. I'm just waiting on this paint to dry. And acrylic paint changes tone as it dries. For anyone who's wondering, like, how can you tell if it's dry or wet? It changes tone and it changes texture, tone, texture, and color, like the way it absorbs the light. So I paint so much that I can look and see if it's wet. I can tell if it's wet or dry based off of the way that the it's reflecting. Sometimes I'm not paying as much attention as I should, and I still end up smudging it. You say you don't want a fan? A fan? You mean like a blow dryer or something? I have a fan. I have a ceiling fan, which would help circulate the air, which would help it dry. I have a blow dryer, which would make it dry. The only thing about blow drying it is if you're not careful, it can make the paint crack. But nah, patience is a virtue. Just work around it. This is something I haven't done before, but I am actually adding a little bit of the red specks across her whole eye first, which is turning the brown. Hindsight, love it. J'adore. Because, like I keep telling y'all, there's always going to be a little bit of paint left in that brush of whatever color you use less unless you actually clean it. Swirls make it look more like skin. Okay, got that done. Mm-hmm. Okay. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm thinking about how I want to change this a couple more parts. And this is just teaching me to stop being so impulsive. Wait, Markette, wait. That's what I'm saying in my head. Just wait. This is like a little Dollar Tree Jolt black pen. markers, like permanent marker. It smells like fish to me. It smells so bad. I've been layering this marker with my paint off and on. Yeah, I like that. And then I could add a couple of black dots through here. I just realized I was so focused on getting closer to my painting. I basically started doing yoga. Yeah, I actually do like yoga. Um, my daughter Zoe likes yoga now too, and I think that's amazing. I might need to get my gym membership back so we can start doing yoga classes together. I'm happy that she found something that she likes. She's been finding a lot of things that she likes lately as far as sports. I feel like her sister or Mackenzie would like it too. You laughing at me? You said LOL. Yeah. So when you're painting eyes or something else, just remember what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Even if there's not perfectly symmetrical, just kind of go with the flow and do it. Do the one, do the other. Yay, starting to look better. I I just realized I haven't eaten today. It's 3 o'clock and I haven't even eaten today. I gotta do better. Enjoy your life, Miss M. See you on your next excellent painting piece. Bye, Jukebox. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for coming back all these times. I really appreciate you. And thanks for letting me know that you're leaving me. But yeah, I'll make sure that I post this live. I'll make sure it's posted in the art section, and then I'll make sure I post the other one there, the others there too. So it'll be there. All right, later. All right, now see how much further I can get on this picture. I could see what I did wrong. I just don't know if it's truly wrong. Who is messaging me? Okay, I don't know. Maybe it's still in the media. Whatever. The white is almost dry. I do need to add more of the. I'm gonna use the darkest brown. It's distracting. Let's move this out the way. Now we're just adding in specks of the dark brown, which, okay, I need a little bit more. I know I need to add a white dot back on that eye, so I will do that now so I don't forget. That is white now, so I need to add some more white. Oh, okay. Anybody else got anything I want to add to the comment section? Or make sure you subscribe and comment if you want to. If you don't, you don't have to. It's a lot of white. Whoa. I don't like the way that spread, but I don't know if I can fix it. And dogs are going crazy and it's driving me batty. But there's no point in saying anything to them because they're not going to do anything. No, my shoulders be. I can't ever make it do it on a man, but when I'm doing something like this, it does it when it wants to. Yeah, I said that spot. I feel like under her lip, there's not enough contrast, and that's why it's like hard to see between her gum and her top lip. There's not enough to like tell it apart. And I know I need to add more brown. That's a lot of white. Some of the colors are getting muted too, so that's why I'm going heavy with the white. So when I go over it with the other colors, it'll actually pop more. But at least she has a smile now. I mean, there's a lot of really good moments starting to occur in her mouth, on her mouth and her face. That those little hyper focused details make a difference in the long term. Could use this here to fix this little transitional part for where I change directions of her hair. Anybody got a topic out like to discuss? Any questions? Feel like, gosh, I keep messing with the same spot over and over again, but oh, I did it. Awesome. I do it over here too. No, got her teeth on my hand, but it didn't smudge, so it's awesome. Okay, I ran out of white. So now we're just making like little notches. This is gonna help with the look of her eyelashes, so. If I can get it to do it. Because I think I'm not out of paint, but it's so low that it's kind of hard to get it to go. No, don't do that. Mm, it's okay. Oh, I like that actually. Hmm, no mistakes. Lovely. Well, that was a cool transition that I didn't expect to happen. I know. Well, it's a lot. Now I just have to figure out the rest of all these different. Uh, I like hair better when it had gold in it. So definitely more gold. Definitely take a break from her mouth, let it dry. Except for that, yeah, I'm gonna let it dry first so I can get into those notches cleaner. I know she needs eyebrows. Look, I didn't forget that she needs eyebrows before I see that she has no eyebrows. I just don't know how I want that part to be yet, so I don't want to rush it. Cause she's already had eyebrows like 3 times, and it ended up being some. I didn't like it, so that's why I took them away. But she's definitely starting to come together more. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna work on her hair. We're gonna work on her hair. That's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna add some yellow. Do you have a color you want to add to her hair? If you do, speak now or forever hold your peace. We've already got so many other colors, so if you got a hair color, we can add it. Close this up so I don't accidentally spill it, because that would make me sad. That would really literally make me sad if I did that. So one thing I definitely could do right here, jump back into this main color, because I feel like that's not going to change. Just take it off my carpet. Let's go back into our nylon. Well, I was trying to do it the other way around, and I was like, man, this is hard. And now, just like, what if I do it with the brown? It's like plucking a lace front wig. Hey, Holly, you say everything is coming along nicely. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not gonna, well, never say never, but I feel like we've came to a good old stopping point with her. Some of her features, they're kind of there now. This would be a good color to add a few subtle highlights in her eyes too. Thank you for your comment and your support. I appreciate that. Like, it's one thing I noticed is like most of the people on my lives are pretty nice and supportive, and that makes me want to do it more. I was having a conversation the other day, and I was asked about the way I'm being perceived online. I was I said that, for the most part, most of my people are pretty chill, and I don't have the type of people who are like mean or hateful or anything like that. And yeah, I mean, common sense, there can always be that one person who's trying to thrust their insecurities onto me, but I don't get that very often. Then I was thinking about what kind of energy do I put into the world? Because I feel like some of the energy that you get is based off of what you put out, right? And I'm like, I typically put kindness into the world most of the time, as much as possible. Could I do better? I'm sure. But that's mostly what I do. Yeah, I was looking at a lot of pictures where they have like the under eye and they got the little shape there. That's the more of the realism than I feel comfortable with. I don't know if I'm there yet, so I'm just gonna like, ooh, I don't know. I did a little bit of it. And I was like, oh, I hope I didn't just mess that up, but it's okay. You'll have your objectives, letters, and oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a lot of reading. Let's see. What's it say? Your distractors. Yeah, distractors, haters, but you don't let that discourage you. You'll make a difference in someone's life. Absolutely. And that's literally what I try to explain to people. You can't let small minded people stop you from anything in life. There are so many people who don't even like themselves. And that's why they go into the world and they're hateful, they're negative, they complain. And I'm just like, yo, go be great somewhere else. Because here, this is a safe space for everyone. I try not to judge people. I don't feel like it's taking my place, even though, you know, I don't agree with everything, that I'm just like, let them be great. It's not an ingredient. It's more so like, I'm not gonna be the one to little your anything. Like, I'm just not gonna do it. It's not my place. Cause I don't have a magic ball. I don't know what was put into your heart or into your mind or into your thoughts. But the greater question is who put those thoughts into your head? But yeah, I try to be more kind than anything else. feel like there's something off. See, eyebrow, she has the beginnings. It's like, but yeah, Holly, that was very well said. Definitely. Thank you for putting your thoughts out there. That's very brave of you. A lot of people are afraid to put their thoughts out into the world. So anyone else, anyone that ever does it, I think that's brave. I'm really trying to figure out. Yes, hurt people, I believe. Trauma is real. Trauma is definitely real. Hurt people definitely do hurt people. Hateful people like to hurt people, and undereducated people like to hurt people. I've I've actually had my share plus other people's share of trauma in my own life. I realized that some people will lean on that crutch and ride it till the wheels fall off. I feel like just because you've had bad things happen to you, or just because you've watched bad things happen to others, it doesn't make it right. And it's definitely one of those things that, you know, you just got to move past it. You can't let it stop you from anything. I feel like in my own life, I've had very hard experiences, and I chose to rise above it. I chose to just say, you know what? Just because you don't like the way I do this doesn't mean that others won't like the way I do it. And that's part of the reason why I keep going, is because I know, like, for every one person who's brazen enough to tell you that they don't like something that you're doing, or the way that you sing, or the way that you sound, there's millions of other people who will absolutely love it. So I tell people, if it's put into your heart to do it, do it. It doesn't matter if the people in your circle like it or not. Honestly, most of my support has come from complete strangers. Right. Channeling pain into your purpose. Yes, Holly. And I've learned that, like, when you do what's right for you, like, you'll always get what you need to do better. Like, you'll always get, like, God works in mysterious ways, and he will always put people in your path to help you along your way. Even some of the people who may not be there forever, they're just glimpses and moments. They come because it's time for them to come. They help because God wants them to help. And then whatever happens from there, hey, Sarah, Sarah. It's like, I would have never thought to buy an easel. And I was gifted an easel, which I don't know if it's together or not. Now I'm looking at the picture. It looks super simple to put together. I could put it together. But one of those things that will definitely help on my journey. And I'm just learning to be receptive of wherever help is given to me, because a lot of the times I try to do stuff alone. Hey, Isaac. Long time no see. Thanks for coming back around. I've been live all day, off and on, trying to make sure that my regulars get to see me, because y'all have been missing in action just like I have. But we back, we back, we back. So this is what we got going. See, she kind of got eyebrows there, like, not level. And I know this is why I'm doing it this way first. I'll probably end up just doing her eyebrows with that marker. I keep using this thing. I said, wow, that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I've been working on this forever now. I did it years ago, and then I ended up fully repainting on top of a whole nother painting. Hindsight, I should have just started on a whole nother painting because she's morphed into something completely different. But I'm glad you like it. Thank you. So now we're just adding some black dots with the black marker, which is going to add nice contrast, especially from a distance. I think I just got paint in the marker, so it's not really. Yeah, I ruined. Oh, there we go. Oop, there we go. Thank you. So give me some updates. What's been going on with you? I need to let that fully dry before I really attack the some of the finer details because this is too thick and this is not doesn't have enough stability. That could have been bad. Thank God it wasn't. Whoa. All because I needed a little bit of black. But no more black than I needed. I don't want to just waste it all. So yeah, this is dry now. Oh, that is better. Okay. I know somebody's like, oh my gosh, Marquette, why did you just do that? Because when I add the other layer, it's going to make it right. That's why. Okay, some more white. I need, where's my little white? I have this one white that's actually high gloss white paint for the walls, which would be amazing. Where I put it? I don't know. It's not that serious. See, like that one little spot, her tooth just won't fill in. There we go. I feel like it's going to end up being. Okay, that's pretty good actually. And I can clean it up after. Yeah, I like her smell now. Yeah, see that? Would you say, Holly, when this painting sells or is talked about, I can brag and say I witnessed it from the. Yes, you can, ma'am. And you know what? I'm gonna do you one better. See if I can get it without ending the live. See, let's try this. Okay. And yeah, and now you literally have a screenshot. So I'll make that screenshot into a post, and you can be like, look, this is me. This is my username on YouTube, and this is when I said this. And you'll have proof. So if you want to like post it on your YouTube channel too and then tag me, you can do that too. So you just have to grab a screen grab while it's still up there. And then that way you got proof. Yeah, I just thought about that. Oh, that's so I could see what's okay, I see it now. But which one was I using this one? All right, but right. I got you. I got you. I just make sure I tag you in the post as well. Yeah, I don't mind doing shout outs. I don't always remember them, but when I do, but y'all can always remind me and then I'll do it. It's just sometimes my brain isn't always in the headspace of it. And whenever it's like a live replay, it goes away. Her tooth is one-sided. Make sure this is dry. Okay, that's good. What was I about to do? I had this black. I wasn't quite ready to do her eyebrows yet, but that's still better than it was. Oh yeah, her mouth. I know it's risky right now, jumping back into this before it dries. Yeah, see what I mean? How that fixed that part. So now to create that contrast between the lip and the gum line. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of red, and there's black already in the brush, so we're just gonna swirl it together. We're just gonna make a deeper red, and then that way it actually looks a little different. All right, look at that. Do you see the difference? And yeah, it'll change as it dries. But and we're gonna incorporate a little bit more of that red in the eye. Same thing we did earlier on this little darker corner. Which is creating a really cool transition. Let that dry. Last time I did it, I did some clear coat on her eyes, and it gave it like a really glassy look, and I really like that look. But right now, I need to let that dry, and we will revisit that. I can fix this now. Yeah, right now it's just a game of trial and error. There are some facets of it that I absolutely love, and there's some spots I'm just like, ugh. But when I feel like I got it, I'll be like, ooh, got it. I don't know what I just did with that, but I don't like the color on it. This is the skin tone, so we'll go back to this. Which is still not gonna be like the actual skin tone because now it has the other color still playing because it's still damp, and it's gonna blend together. Maybe we should manifest it just selling though, because I swear there's a lot of work that just went into this painting over the last few weeks. Because when you feel the beat, I don't know what I'm not liking about it, but there is so much happening in my head when it comes to this little part. Yeah, maybe. I don't know what I keep doing on that part, but I'm not a fan. Just cover that up. Whew. No, so much. I don't know what I keep doing on that spot that I don't like, but I need to just let that part be great and just let it set and settle and out of sight, out of mind it. But I like this part. I like her eyes now. The hair needs some work, but I like it. Definitely want to go back through and like add the details throughout of that. I like this part now. I like her neck now. I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out. Oh, it's dry now. You said nice hey after yummy lady. Yeah, I'm trying to think I'm just overthinking it. I know part of the problem is I haven't eaten today and I need to figure out what I want to eat. This is about the time when my daughter would have came home and told me, "Hey, mom, let's eat," but she's gone for the week, so I have to be an adult and worry about feeding myself. Some of that white was still wet, but it's okay. It's still creating like a small cast of shadow on it. I still like it. Oh, that's a good catch. Her teeth are gonna have some more dryness. It's gonna have to fully dry. There's too many wet spots at this point, so at this stage, I'm gonna walk away. I feel like if I keep going, I'm gonna end up smudging something I love. And yeah, definitely break time. Although, see if I can do this without leaning too hard. Yeah, okay. That's all I wanted to do. And then close this up so I don't accidentally spill it. And then close these up so I can wash them all. And then I need to bring my cup of paintbrushes upstairs. Oh, you said great session. This was fun. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely am at a stopping point, but better than it had been, right? Kind of cool. Lots of weird details. And reach Markette. You got it. Without the light refracting. So I'm gonna do it from this angle so y'all can see what I've been seeing because it looks different. See what I mean? Oh, bonus. That way you can really see what it looks like. And to photos. But thank y'all for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for coming into my world for a little while, my head, my random thoughts. Thanks for all the support. All right, later, y'all.